Hello brothers and sisters, once again welcome to Armstrong Computers channel. Today's segment we'll be looking at how to upgrade your PHP version in your XAMPP server, more or less, and also we'll be looking at also how to download it. Now without wasting my time, let me show you something. Now when you watch very carefully, you can see that this is my XAMPP server, more or less my XAMPP control panel. When I start my Apache and start my SQL. Now first I'd like us to check the version of our PHP in the XAMPP server. So for you to check your your version of your PHP in the XAMPP server, when I come to this very side, so we have Apache. When I click on the admin section, it will then open my localhost dashboard. So this is my localhost / dashboard. So when I come to where we have PHP information, when I click on the PHP information, watch here, it's telling me that I'm using PHP version 7.3. More or less 7.3.28. That is the version that I'm using. So more or less, basically that is just that. Now how can I then go ahead and then update my PHP version 7.3? So we are going to upgrade it to the PHP version 7.3 to probably, let's say, 8.3 to 16, in which way. So let's get how that has been done. So now you know how to check your PHP version. Let's dive straight by updating it, or more or less by upgrading it. So that is just by the way. Let's get started. Okay, welcome back. So as you are back now, so let's dive straight to it. So far as upgrading the PHP version 7, upgrading PHP 7 version 7.3, that's the 7 in which way 7.3 is concerned. So I'll close this and then I'll just go straight and then I'll stop my XAMPP control panel. So after stopping my XAMPP control panel, what I will do is that I'll go straight and then open my XAMPP folder. So I'll minimize this and I'll go to, let's say, this PC. So when I go to this PC, I'll just go to my local disk. So this is my local disk. So when I go to my local disk, what I will do again is very simple. I'll just go ahead and then go to my XAMPP folder here. Okay, open the XAMPP folder. So after I've opened the XAMPP folder, I'll just have to look. You can see that we have kind of like Apache here. So we have Apache, and then you can see at the same time we also have the PHP. So what we want to do is that we are just going to go ahead and then rename these two folders. Okay, so I'll select this, right click on this Apache, rename it, put a cursor here, and then I will name it as old. Okay, so it's going to be like old. Okay, so I have my old Apache. Come to my PHP also here, so I right click on it also. Okay, and name that also as what? Old. So let's do that. So I'm done naming this my PHP and then my XAMPP. So after I'm done, what I'll do is that I'll now go to my Google. I'll now go to my Google to go and search my XAMPP upgraded version, the one I wanted to upgrade it to. So what I will do is that I'll just go straight and minimize this and then go to my my control panel. Well, this is what I did first. This is what we did by searching. So I'll close this. Now I'll come to Google. So when I come to Google, I'll just search for old XAMPP version. So as you can see there, then I'll press enter. So when I press enter, you can see here, so it's going to give me this. We have XAMPP underscore. So this is very far here. So I'll click on this one. So when I click on this one, it's going to open to this very side where I have some couple of them. If you are using Mac OS, you can use that. If you are using Linux, you can also download from. But I'm using Windows, so I'm going to download from Windows. I'll select this very side for Windows. So I'll click on it. So now after I've clicked on it, you can see that yes, indeed, it's giving these are the various versions that we have. But at the end of the day, as I said earlier on, I want us to let's install, for instance, let's say version let's say, okay, let's install version 8.1, this very one here. Let's install version 8.1. So what I'll do is that I'll just go ahead and then double click on version 8.1.16, double click on it. So when I double click on it, it brings me to the side where I can just go ahead and then do my download. But first I need to make sure that I'm downloading the zip file. Okay, so the zip file of the version that I want. So I want to download this very one, which we have 64 bits of the XAMPP, which is 8.1. Okay, so I'll click on it. So when I click on it, then it opens, it brings me here. So you wait for a while, where you wait, this will just was kind of like, see, it will just turn up to 0. When it turns up to 0, automatically it will start to download. You can see it's downloading. So I already have it, so I'm just going to stop the downloading, and then we'll dive straight into the tutorial. But you wait for a while for it to finish downloading. So when it's finished downloading, then you can go ahead and do whatever you have. I have already downloaded it, so I'll just cancel it, stop it. So I'll just maintain the one that I just downloaded. Okay, so basically that is just that. Now after that is done, so I'll just go straight to my download. Click here. Okay, that is just, you can see this is the folder that indeed I just downloaded. So I'm going to then go ahead and copy it and put it on my desktop so that I'll extract it for you guys to see all what I'm talking about. So I'll right click on it, click on cut, minimize it, and minimize this, and then paste it on my desktop. After pasting it on my desktop, you see this is here. So what I will do is that I'll extract it. To extract it, I'll right click on it and click on where we have extract file. So I'll click on extract file, and I'll go ahead and click on OK. So my file is extracting. Okay, so as you can see now, the whole stuff has finished extracting. So after extracting, what I'll do is I'll just open my XAMPP extracts folder, which is here. So, and I'll see another XAMPP here. Open that folder. Now you can see what we are going to do is that we're going to copy the Apache and then the PHP, how they call it, folder. So I'll select my Apache, hold on to Control, select my PHP folder, and then I'll look through my home ribbon under the clipboard logical group. I'll click on copy. Now after that, what I'll do is that now what I'll do, I'd like you to just come to this PC. So we are going to paste that into, how they call it, our XAMPP folder on our local disk. So I'll come to my this PC, come to my local disk, then I'll come to where we have XAMPP here. Double click on the XAMPP to be open. Now remember that in our previously we named the PHP as old, and then we named the Apache also as old. So I right click here and click on paste, or you can also go ahead and look through the home ribbon under the clipboard logical group. Just click on paste here, and then automatically your XAMPP and the PHP folder will be pasted into your XAMPP in your local disk drive. Okay, so as you can see here, this is my Apache folder and this is my PHP folder. Now after we are done, the next thing I'd like us to do is that I'd like us to just go straight and then open the PHP folder here, and then we are going to search a particular file known as what php.index. Okay, php.index. So you come here, the search button here, and then you type something called php.ini. So you can see, so it's going to display the php.ini folder for you. Then you just go ahead and then open that in your Sublime Text. So what I'll do is that I'll just open my Sublime Text and then retrieve that php.ini folder in my Sublime Text. Okay, so let's do that. So that's my Sublime text. I'll click on it to be open. So Sublime text is open. So what I will do is that I'll just drag my php.ini and drop it here in my Sublime text. Now after it is open, what I will do is I'm going to find something. I'm going to find, how do you call it, my /ph/XAMPP, and then replace it with my my XAMPP pointed location. Okay, so I'll select my XAMPP point location and then replace it with my XAMPP directory. Now what am I trying to say? Now let me show you a quick one. So quick one, let me just minimize this somewhere here, then we'll go back so that I would like to show you something here. Let's go back so you can see back again. So you can see that this is my PHP old folder. Okay, this very one. So when I click on it and then come to my php.ini, okay, I want to come to my php.ini so you guys will understand something for me. So let me look for that. Okay, so this is my php.ini. So I'll right click on it also, and then probably I'll open it with Sublime text, or I'll drag it and drop it here in my Sublime text. Now for you to see the difference, let's look at the tab here. This is php.ini old, and this is php.ini, which is the new one. This very one is the new one, this one is the old one. So I'm at the old one now. So I'm going to search for something called / so I'll go down to control and click on F, control plus F. Okay, then I'm going to search for / okay, / XAMPP. Okay, so when you watch here very carefully, you realize that my XAMPP is pointing at 𝐒𝐤𝐲𝐩. Okay, my XAMPP is pointing at 𝐒𝐤𝐲𝐻 XAMPP. So okay, /XAMPP. So you can see here. So when I click on find, I'm going to just replace that. Okay, I'm just going to replace that. Okay, I'm just going to replace all that. Now when I come to the old one, for instance, and I click on find, you can see it is just /. Okay, it's not pointing, so I need to make sure I put the C there. Okay, I'll just be like C prompt because it's pointing at C, drive C. So the XAMPP location is pointing at drive C. So I also have to change my location to what, to drive C, so that at least my XAMPP will start working perfectly. Okay, so basically that is what we are going to do here. So that is what I'm trying to talk about. You can see that my XAMPP location is pointing at drive C. So mine to just make sure that I point my XAMPP location to drive C. So first, after opening the php.ini, you need to search /XAMPP // then you click on find. You see, to find this for you, then you try to replace with it whatever you want to replace it with. Okay, as I just said, mine is showing as C prompts, okay, / XAMPP. Okay, so basically that is just that. So let's look at that and then replace that nicely. Okay, so let's do that. So I'll just come to this side and then I'll go straight, as I just said, I'm find it. So first let me cut it from the way and screw up now. So I need to select something we'll call my existing directory, okay, where my directory is pointing at. So I'll come here, put a cursor here now, and paste to find. So you can see now I'm not changing this, but I'm focusing on my directory, my location directory. That is what is important. So I'll go find, yes. So this is very one. So I just didn't what calls a directory. So this is where I'll just put my my E prompt here, my C prompt here. So it's going to be 𝐒𝐤𝐲𝐻 like this. So you can see that the old one, that is what is there. It is this. Okay, so the old one is showing this. Okay, So if you like, you can just go ahead, because when you search this one also, let me go to local, this is it, go again, so this is it, that's not it, go again, yeah, this is it. You see that mine is pointing at this, okay? So I need to make sure this is there, so you can choose to highlight and copy that, and then go to, which is the php.ini. This one is for the old, go to the new, and after searching it, you can just highlight on that, and then you paste it, so perfectly. So after you've taken that from the way, you also to just go ahead and then save changes to your php.ini. So let's do that. So after taking that from the as I just said, you can hold on to Ctrl+S to save, or you can also go ahead and click on File and click on Save. So any which way you use you are good to go. So I'll click on File and click on Save. So after I'm done, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and then open my my XAMPP, my XAMPP control panel. Then I'll start my Apache and start my SQL. So I'll click on Start Apache, and then go ahead and start my SQL. Let's wait for it. So I want this is kind of yellow, so I want it to start green. Then we can just check the version, whether the version is still kind of like the 7.3 that we did. So now it is green now. So I'll click on the admin here. So when I click on admin, which is my admin, and I come to my PHP version, okay, that is PHP information. Okay, so here for you to check the PHP version, you have to come to the PHP information here. So I'll come to the PHP information, and then I'll go ahead and then click on view PHP information. So you can see here my PHP version has now changed to 8.16, because that is what we downloaded. If you could remember, that is what we downloaded. And let me take you back for you to see the whole stuff. Yeah, this is what we downloaded, which is a PHP 8.1. And when it come here again, you see we have a PHP 8.16. So this is how you can download your PHP version and then upgrade the version from version 7.3 to 8.1, or any version that you think you are okay with. And at the end of the day, you can set that up. Now someone may ask that why is this needed? Now the truth is, the reason why this is needed is that, let's assume that you have a source code, and the source code is or the script that you have, it demands a PHP version 8.13, and because you have version 7.1, it's not compatible. So you can just download this and then change your PHP versions, and at the end of the day, you are good to go. I hope this video help you, and remember, subscribe so anytime I bring tricks and tips like this, you can be notified and then work on your XAMPP. And when you do this, automatically your website or your POS will start working for you perfectly. See you when I see you. My name is Prince Armstrong. You can call me Prince Costi. See you when I see you. Bye bye.